And we now call cause number 24 CR 1885, the state of Texas versus Kataya. Is it Llanos Castillo? Okay.
Yes.
That is you. It's that. Do you speak English fluently?
I understand the majority of it, but not all of it.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
No.
Are you becoming a citizen of the United States? Are you in the process?
No.
No. Good. Okay. Okay, I have Miss Birch here, who's going to be the translator because she speaks fluent English and Spanish and probably 10 other languages because she's a really smart lady. And she's going to help you understand what's going on. I will be speaking English and these gentlemen will be speaking English. It will be translated into Spanish, the language you understand best. Your answers will be translated by Miss Burge from Spanish to English so all of us and the court reporter can understand what you are stating. Do you understand? And Ms. Burge, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm? God bless you. Good trick. It does look right when you're on the YouTube. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will well and truly translate from Spanish to English, Spanish being the language that the defendant understands to English, so all of us here involved in this case who don't speak Spanish and the court reporter can understand, and then you will interpret Spanish not only to English, but English to Spanish so that the defendant can understand the English that is being spoken and addressed to her, and you will do that accurately. So help you God.
Yes, Judge.
Over your head. Thank you. And thanks for doing this as you always do so well.
Yes, Judge.
Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this indictment and the arraignment here? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold on for just 1 second. Let me. This indictment is carrying with it
There's an attachment.
yeah, it's what's petitioner supporting affidavit, which I guess is the substance of the alleged perjurious statements.
That's correct, John.
All right. The defendant is charged in this case with the 3rd-degree felony of aggravated perjury. In summary, this indictment, wow, which was handed up by the grand jury on September 11th, 2024. That's old. I'm glad we're finally getting this thing disposed of here.
Yeah.
This states in the indictment that on or about March 27th, 2024, in Jefferson County, Texas, you, Kataya Llanos Castillo, with intent to deceive and with knowledge of the statement's meaning, you swore to the truth of a false statement. And that statement is what's referred to as the petitioner's supporting affidavit that states that you, Kataya Llanos Castillo, as petitioner in a court here in Jefferson County, Texas, a district court, in a matter concerning the interests of children whose initials are ES and AS, that in that affidavit that you swore was true and correct, you stated that you were the petitioner in the case. You have an agreement in place with your children's father, Laureano Sola Gomez, that he would have visitation every Sunday from approximately 8:30 a.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. on that same day. And on January 28th, 2024, you drop your children at his residence as you do every Sunday. We had decided that my son, according to this affidavit, that you signed, we have decided that my son, Emilio Solog, would stay with his father for the night because he did not have school the next day. And I was to pick up Alani Solog, or Solo. How do you pronounce Soloj in Spanish? Is the J silent?
Solo.
Solo, like an H. It's an H sound.
An H.
Okay. To take her to school the next morning. You went on in your affidavit to state that he initially told me he was going to take the children to a party. I went to pick the kids up from their father, and they were not at his residence. When I got there, I called multiple times. Laureano Gomez finally answered the phone and told me he was having the kids checked out in the hospital, claiming I had abused the children. I have never abused my children. I was able to get my daughter from him and take her to school. And this statement goes on further, which ends with the only time since he had taken the children away from me that I was able to talk to them or see them was this day on February 16th, 2024. So what this apparently boils down to was a statement you made, an affidavit under oath dealing with your relationship of the children and visitation and possession of the children with your husband or ex-husband. I don't know, the father, the children's father. And apparently, according to this indictment, this statement, this affidavit that you signed under oath contained false statements or a statement regarding Laureano Gomez forcibly taking the children away and not allowing visits. And that was a false statement that you made. And that affected the custody relationship of the children, which was being handled out of the 317th District Court of Jefferson County, Texas. Do you understand what you were charged with in this indictment?
Yes.
If convicted, this is a third-degree felony, and you are facing no less than 2, no more than 10 years confinement in prison, and a fine up to $10,000 can be assessed. Do you understand the seriousness of this case in regards to the punishment that can be assessed?
Yes.
An agreement has been reached that you would be pleading guilty, not found guilty, but placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation. And this can be up to 10 years in length. I don't see a fine. There is no fine here.
No fine, Judge.
Is this your understanding of the agreement?
Yes.
If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand?
Yes.
How do you plead to this charge, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily and because you are guilty?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document? Understand it?
Yes.
Discuss it with your attorney? And are the contents all true and correct here?
Yes.
State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence. Without objection, it's admitted. Among other things, State's Exhibit 1 states that you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It is freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you, or you've read it. You are guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You are giving up your rights to a jury trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. You were totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true. It states, so help you God.
Yes.
State's Exhibit 1 is made a part of the record for all purposes. Pre-sentence report is waived.
Please, Your Honor.
Okay. What are we saying about the length of time, State?
I don't have any objection, Judge. She has no powers. This was a matter involving custody issues and a divorce, so I think things got carried away.
Do you understand this seriousness of all of this, man?
Yes.
Are you certain?
Seguro que sí entiendes? Yes.
Okay. What has happened here by not being honest
No ser honesta
and truthful,
y decir la verdad.
you have put yourself in a difficult position in this arrangement with the children and your ex-husband in this divorce case. Number one. Number two, you're not a citizen of the United States. And this can affect your ability to become a citizen. Number three, this is aggravated perjury. Aggravated perjury may be one of the most serious crimes, because if you're convicted, you are represented as a liar the rest of your life. Nobody wants that. You understand how important it is to be honest. In your case, it affects you in several serious ways. That's what we all should live honestly. But you have a lot to lose by not being a citizen. Immigration and customs could do something about that if they want, because this is a felony offense. You're not found guilty, but you pleaded guilty to it. Also, it's not going to help you in the divorce case and getting privileged visitation with the children, because judges need to be able to trust the people who are before them when the judge makes orders. You have to follow the order. And also, once again, perjury, it stamps you as somebody dishonest publicly. That's terrible. You don't want that. But you know right from wrong, truth versus lie. Live honestly. You have a lot at stake, as we all do, but you especially, as it can affect your citizenship here in the United States, among other things, and the relationship you're going to have with your children during this divorce. Fix this. Oh, there's only three things people have to know. Live honestly. Harm no one. Give each person due respect. Three things. All law is based upon one, two, or all three of those. So you don't have to memorize all this. It's only three things. We can boil it down to three things. And these three are all part of what you're involved with right now. Okay, fix it. If nothing further, I'm going to find as follows: that there is sufficient evidence supporting this agreement for me to grant it. I find that the defendant has pleaded guilty voluntarily. She is mentally competent to do so. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. Even though there is sufficient evidence supporting her guilty plea to find you guilty, I am not going to find you guilty. Instead, I'm going to defer or postpone any finding of guilt so long as you follow the terms and conditions of probation that I'm going to sign. Make sure you do. If you fail, your probation can be revoked. I can then find you guilty and you can be punished up to 10 years in prison. Plus, you would be labeled a liar, a dishonest person for the rest of your life. You don't want that. And also, you're a mother. You have to set examples for your children, which include being honest so that your children learn to be honest, right? Okay.
Yes.
This is going to be for 2 years. And I don't see, there's no fine.
No fine.
Let me see, terms. I think there's something that needs to be done to report and inform immigration and naturalization about this. So, because I don't know if they would normally know about it, but they have, she's being, I'm sure supervised like all resident aliens in the United States by immigration. And they need to know about what the status is here, I think. Because they're not necessarily going to know. I don't think that's going to affect what anything they would do. But I was in the federal government for 20 years and we don't know everything that's going on out in the other jurisdictions and all the time, there's a lot we did know, but this could affect your immigration status. You have to know that in all fairness, but you're not found guilty. And that is one thing going for you, but fix this, do better. See the probation office, sign, and you begin probation. Do you understand what has happened today? All right, thank you.